Previously on Let's Play Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. Sup world, this is your boy Squeekz. I'm starting this video right at the end of the first one. So just kind of picking back up where I left off, more or less. Yet again, Audacity crashed on me, so this is the second time I've had to do this. Which, as you can understand from watching these videos, that I wouldn't say they're very long, but they're pretty long, so having to watch the exact same shit over again just so you can comment on it can get pretty old. Especially when you're freebasing it and you don't have, like, a list of things you need to talk about or whatnot. I should probably start doing that now. I'm a genius. Anywho, here we talk about, well, I talked about here are the first two races in the game, the Moogles and the Bangas. And the whole reason this fight even breaks out, in case you missed it, is because Squeekz, me, called the Banga a lizard, which I can only assume is like calling a black person a nigger. It's the only way I can possibly begin to comprehend why it's such a big deal, but hey, whatever floats the boat. So, as you will see here, when someone says engage, it means to fight. He's engaging you. It sounds a little gay, honestly. Those things that flash in front of you like that, that's your objective, which you should always pay attention to when getting into a fight, so that way you don't do anything unnecessary. I mean, this is pretty simple, just gotta defeat all the enemies, but sometimes you have different ones, such as you need to protect a person, or you only need to defeat a certain person. It's always just important to pay attention to what flashes. Here he basically calls him Captain Obvious, which I am Captain Obvious, thank you very much. Stupid Moogle. But yeah, the guy in the armor over there is the judge. He's the person that enforces the laws. And the laws, well, today's law is you cannot use any items. Basically, the laws change every day, and a day is marked by your movement, such as if you move from one city to another city, depending on how far away they are, it might take 3 or 4 days. I'll discuss this more when we actually get to the map, but, oh yes, always be sure to check the laws, or you will be sorry. I had, gave myself plenty of time there to explain that to you, but seriously, do it. It only takes like a second to check the laws. Make sure you do it before you get into a fight, because the laws can screw you over really bad. Like I said, this one, you cannot use items, but you might get into a fight where you can't use swords or something. And let's say, and you have a character that's their only means of attack is using a sword. He's worthless in that game. If you attack at all with anything, he's gonna get a yellow card / red card, which I will explain later. Don't worry. I'm trying not to do any more spoilers than I have to this time around. They all, I don't know what it is about this game that they all just, gangbang one person during these missions. In this case, it's Montblanc. Both the Bangas just gangbang him. But Montblanc doesn't care, because Montblanc's pretty beast, as you will see in 1 second. Here's a taste of what magic looks like in the game, with just a simple fire attack. In case you also haven't noticed, Montblanc is green when they show his portrait. This is because he's NPC, non-player controlled character. That means that he's an ally, but I do not control his movements. He does whatever he really feels like doing, which can sometimes get you screwed over, but not all the time. In this case, it doesn't. Characters you do control are blue, and characters you do not control that are enemies are red. And the judge is always blue as well, but he just kind of does his own thing. Like, he will move, but that's only like away from people, so he doesn't become an inconvenience, which he does at times. He gets in the way of fights, kind of an asshole like that. As you can see, as I've said in the first video, when characters get injured, they take a knee, kind of look all beaten up and whatnot. Here you can see the judge moving away so that he's not becoming a distraction, like any good judge should be. Here he's being a little fag and healing himself. Not like it's gonna do much good, as you will see in just a second, but he's trying to stay alive. I'll give him that. He gets 2 thumbs up for trying to stay alive, but then about 1,000,000 thumbs down for what's about to happen right now. Yeah, as you can see, he's screwed. Hit him with the thunder! Yeah. And then here I go making a big deal out of this fight. Oh, judge points. I did forget to I do apologize for that. Judge points are awarded anytime you KO someone, and they're used for combo attacks, as Montblanc described. And combo attacks are performed. One person starts the combo, and then anybody on your team that's in range of the person you're using the combo on will also jump in to do a combo. Yeah. Here's a taste of what happens when a law is broken. Judge blows his whistle, which you cannot hear because there's no game sound, which I do apologize. I had my headphones in during the initial recording of this, and this is the last video where that'll be a problem. The game sound will be in the next videos and thereon, unless I forget that my headphones are plugged in. But I will try to make sure that that doesn't happen as much as possible, because game sound, you know, you can't beat it. The sound of my melodic voice does not beat the sound that using magic makes. Yes, red card is issued, and when a red card is issued, whoever the card is issued to is sent to jail. Yellow cards are just warnings. Sometimes you can get a red card immediately, just for your first infraction, but for the most part, you will get yellow cards. And any card you get is carried through the rest of the game, such as if I get a yellow card in the beginning of the game, I will still have that yellow card at the end of the game, assuming I only got the one. But as I explained in the first video, I skipped through all this meaningless quote-unquote storyline because, to reiterate, it is meaningless, really serves no purpose, doesn't provide you with really any information. As soon as this little cutscene, if you will, is over, I will go and join my clan. You only get one, so when you get to name it, pick a name that by the end of the game you're not going to look at and be like, why did I name it this? I'm doing a let's play, so like I have another save file that I'm going through and just playing just for the sake of playing, not for the sake of recording and commentating on it and all that good stuff. You know, educating myself so that I can educate you guys. But in case you haven't noticed, I've been playing this one more than I've been playing my actual file, so I apologize for my lack of knowledge in some aspects. You have to join a clan, you don't have any choice, just in case anybody's wondering about that. Like, you don't. You get here, you're in, yeah. You don't have any choice in it. You do have a choice in the name, which I would recommend you do change, because the original name that they give you for the name of the clan is Nutsy, Nutsy. I just think it sounds extremely homosexual and retarded, so I change it to better suit the needs of who I am, especially for this game. I'm Squeekz, so I will obviously nickname... I apologize for all of my improper use of words, and all the uhs and pauses in my voice, for I'm trying to articulate what I really want to say. But anywho, I name it Nemo, because that's what I am. I'm Squeekz, Latrobe's one and only Nemo. That means nigger emo, just in case you were kind of behind there. Yeah, I'm one of the only black emo kid. Well, actually, I am the only black emo kid. I am Latrobe's one and only. I'm Squeekz. S to the Q to the U, double E, K, Z. Alright. Symbols are received when you complete a mission. Yes, I will be reading this. Bitch at me all you want. I don't care. This is for your knowledge. You place them to add new missions at the pub, which is where you get, like, your side missions. Mini quests, I guess you could call them. You place them in special order to reveal treasures. This is actually true. For those of you who have played the game before and did not know this, yes, if you place the locations of the city, or the locations of cities and battlegrounds and stuff in proper order, you do unlock treasures. Such as Sprom. Sprom goes right there. I'm not going to tell you what the treasures are, but if you follow my example through these games, or through this game, I should say, then you'll get some good shit. Just trust me on it. I wouldn't lead you wrong, because then that'd kind of screw me over too. Here we're just going to take a quick overview of the prison. There's only two options really, other than leave, which, I mean, it's prison. Who doesn't want to do that? Release is when you have a prisoner who has served their time. You release them, you pay a small fine, and you get them back on your team. Pardon is where their time is not up yet, so you pay an extra little fine to get their time shortened. Now we're just going to take a quick look over here at the shop. Well, nope. We're going to take a look at my party first. I apologize. As I said, I record all of these videos first, and then I do commentary on it using Audacity. So I forget things. Here's just my team: Squeekz, Montblanc, Ewer, Basil, Martinez, and Bianca. Squeekz, human, obviously. And here are the jobs that the starting human starts out with: the soldier job, thief job, the white mage, black mage, and of course, the archer. Montblanc, he is a Moogle. Moogles have different jobs. They can only have three: thief, animist, and black mage. And by only, I mean their starting jobs. Those are the only three that are available. Ewer's another human, so there's really no point going over his. Bangas only have two to start with: the white monk and the warrior. Then we get into Martinez, the Numu. They have three job classes: white mage, the black mage, and then a beastmaster. And then lastly, we get on to the last race, which I still cannot remember. Please someone leave a comment to tell me what it is, just so that I know. I don't feel like looking it up, I'm lazy. But their jobs are archer, fencer, white mage. And everyone except for main characters have the option to leave the clan, which is, well, they don't really have the option. You just decide, hey, I don't want you anymore, get the fuck out. But Montblanc and Squeekz obviously cannot, because they are main characters, and because of that, no matter what job class that they have, they will look exactly the same. Whereas all of your other characters, when they change jobs, they do change appearance to resemble the job class, as you saw. I honestly don't even know what I'm doing here at this point. No, I was going to change jobs. I'm going to change Squeekz into a thief, just because I want Squeekz to be a ninja. In a way, but at the same time I don't want him to be. So really, I'm just changing jobs to show you what happens with your equipped items. Anytime you change jobs, everything that you have equipped on gets taken off, just for the sake of, if you're changing into a job class that can't support the same level of armor and stuff that you have on. But I don't have anything for a thief, so I can't really show you how to set up your items with him, so I go and change Squeekz back into a soldier, just so that I can show you that. Don't you guys just feel special? I'm doing all this extra work just for you guys. Not really, I just don't want Squeekz to be a thief. So, yeah, when you go to equip items, you don't have to set them in any specific order. Like, you can put your cuirass here, which is your body armor. The only body armor that I have that he can wear. Your sword here. But let's say you don't want to have it there, so you can set your shield there, and then you can go and put your body armor here. Order does not matter at all. You don't have to have them one by one, such as you could have your bronze shield on that first line, and then you could have your armor and sword all the way down at the bottom. It doesn't matter, it still provides the same bonuses. Here we're just going to take a quick look at the shop. There's buying and selling. I shouldn't need to go over selling, that's pretty self-explanatory. Look, it's going to look just like this other than what's in your inventory. All of your items are set up into different categories based on what they are, such as your helmets, your body armor, different body armors that they have for sale. Then you have your weapons, all the different weapons they have, and yes, this is probably going to be the longest list in any store, just because of all the different races and job classes. And even though I don't show it in this video, but if you hit the R button for the info, you can find out what ability the item or the weapon that you were going to buy or use or equip gives your character, such as the jackknife for the thief. It gives you the ability to steal Gil. And after you get so much AP, you will forever learn that ability, so that you don't have to have that item equipped to use that ability anymore. Comes in hand. Well, the game would be kind of pointless if you didn't learn abilities and you had to always have something equipped to use it, because then you'd only ever have one ability at a time. I apologize for this part. I was thinking of buying stuff, but then I didn't at the time, because I wanted to go and change someone into the class I wanted them to become. I try to keep things simple in the beginning, but at the same time I want to set up my team the best, for the best for me, because I always pretty much use the same kind of format team, because that's just what goes best for me. Ninja is going to be the only one that I'm going to continue to talk about. It's already spoiled, so if you really want to know the other jobs, just go look it up for yourself. I'm not going to be the one to tell you. But ninjas are one of the better ones, in my opinion. I always have a ninja on my team. But here I'm going to just change Ewer into a thief real fast, because thief is the beginning job class that you need to get a ninja. And so none of you freak out. Yes, I do cut the video after and go to the store, buy some stuff. come back, and then I equip it onto the viewer. It just took a lot longer than I really wanted it to actually go through and buy the stuff, because unlike in Final Fantasy Tactics, this does not give you a list. Well, it does give you a list, I just cannot remember the button you press to bring up the list of all the possible jobs that can use it. It might be L, but don't quote me on it. I'm gonna have to figure that out when I go to record the next video. But as for now, I just kind of wasted a bit of money buying useless crap. So, as soon as we get back onto the map here... Sorry, I had to crack my neck. As soon as we get back onto the map here, I will explain how the laws work. Now, as you can see, you hit the L button to view the laws, and if you go to any given location and you hit the L button, it'll show you the laws for that day. For if you were to go from where you are and click to go straight to Giza Plains, the law for that day would be, do not use Confuse, use Berserk. And all that means is, forbidden means if you use the forbidden move or ability, then you get a yellow/red card and have the possibility of going to jail. Whereas if you use the recommended move, you get a job point. I don't know why they call it job points, seeing as how they're used for combo attacks, but hey, I'm not the one who created the game. And as you can see, if you go to any location and hit the L button, it'll do the same thing. It'll show you the law for that day if you were to go from where you are, clicking straight to that day. Here I'm going to go here so I can save here in a second. But as you can see, the law is not going to be the same because I did not go the correct path that they would have had me go had I gone straight to the place. It's a little confusing, but just always try to keep it in mind. Don't be afraid to just bounce back and forth a little bit if there's a given law that you don't like in a quest that you're about to do or a fight you're going to do. Always be safe. Watch out for the laws. Pretty ironic for a black person to tell you this. But anyway, as always, this has been Squeekz. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you all later.